Hi there, my beautiful Pisces Aries. Welcome into your reading. So today we're going to be looking at your month of June and what you can expect in your career, in your love life, in self-care, anything you need to know essentially about your life in the month of June. We're going to get started here with some overall energy. Is there anything else? That's weird. No, there's not. Okay. So maybe it is just a land on this card, so we'll talk about it. But we're gonna get started here with some excuse me, overall energy. But before we get there, I do want to mention that if you're interested in getting exactly what you see here on YouTube, but personalized for you for your monthly reading, then you can join us on Patreon on the Look Mama I'm Flying tier, and you'll get access to that at the beginning of every single month and a lot of extra other readings as well. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into your reading. The link is going to be down below if you're interested. But before we get here, or no, let's actually start here because I feel like this makes sense as a whole. Karma, karmic relationship, false twin, toxic has your overall energy. We also have soulmate, connection, chemistry, relationship, and then we have twin flames, spiritual, past life, mirroring. This is crazy. So big stuff are happening here in your life apparently, and I feel like what is kind of bringing all of this together and bonding all of this, it is this Empress, because I feel like this is you working on yourself, and I feel like this is you knowing your worth. We have shining, glow up, self-love. I feel like this is sort of serving as advice, but also showing you how far you have come. Not to mention that bottom of the deck, we also have this Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided. You're already doing it. Keep facing your true north. Stop overthinking. It's almost saying like, hey, you're on the right path. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You have grown. You're knowing how to listen to your intuition. You're having a more heightened intuition more than anything. And if you dare to pay attention to it and to truly believe in it, the actions that you'll take because of it will be very much guided, very much aligned with you. So what this means is you feel called to do something, to take a certain path in your career, and it's this big intuitive hint. And if you dare to do it, honey, this is you just taking care of yourself. This is you just listening to yourself and respecting yourself to the fullest. If this is about love and you get this, or even just friendships, any type of relationship, and you get this hint, I don't know why, but this person is not smelling like good stuff. And if you dare to lean on that, to take action on that, maybe you'll then in the future find out that you've really like what is it called, is like you were able to the expression is not even coming to me in Portuguese, Jesus, but you're really what is it called? Like when you could go into a wrong direction and it would be really bad, but you didn't, so you got out of that safely in time. You could have prevented, I guess. So I guess you prevented something not so good to happen and something unaligned to happen. So later on, you may find out that you were able to get out of that in time. There is like a word that says that exactly. I don't know what it is, but I feel like that's kind of what's happening this month. So we have here karma, and then at the same time could be related because both of them have some type of karma into it. But in this case, this karma card is really talking about, this more of a toxic energy, and the twin flame is more talking about this spiritual path and this alignment with your higher self and with your destiny. And I feel like you have these two directions. And then in the middle, there's like the little you that is just, going on about your day, and you're aligned with this energy, with the energy of self-care, of self-love, with the energy of love, with the energy of wealth. So the soulmate here kind of represents your wish. And then you have two different people, two different options, two different paths to take. And maybe if you don't have two different people right now, maybe just saying that, hey, you have the person right now that you're dealing with, and you have the future one, or the past and the person you're with right now, right? So in the end, I feel like this is going to be a month of choices. Let's just recap that essentially. It's going to be a month of choices. It's going to be a month of you truly appreciating yourself more than anything. It's going to be a month of you listening to your intuition and not being afraid to take action with it. Okay? So let's get here into a little bit of a deeper dive, and we're going to get started with career, and then we're going to jump into love. I already pre-shuffled a couple cards for you. So we have Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. And then, whoopsie, we have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Exactly. So what fears, what expectations, what wounds from the past are you holding on to that is not, or what even job situation are you holding on to that is not allowing you to fully fulfill your dreams, to fully go where you truly want to go? What is it? Maybe, again, for some, it's literally a job that is not fulfilling, the boss is awful, and you're super unhappy there. And at the same time, you have this twin flame, right? You have this path, this intuitive hint that, you know what? Maybe I would actually really love to be a chef. You know what? Maybe I would actually really love to have my own business. That intuitive hint is something. Okay, that intuitive hint is what your soul is begging you to do, is what your soul is aligned with. Okay, but for you to do that, you have to let go of that job. You have to let go of those wounds. Maybe this is about wounds for some of you, right? So there are a few changes here to be made. A little bit of a whoosh kind of thing, just breaking free and taking bold moves forward. Okay, but we have Two of Cups. We have the Three of Swords. I feel like there's a part of you, I was going to say there's a part of you that is getting lost. I feel like it was never found. Or it was never used. I don't think this is a part of you that you're losing. Like, I don't know, you studied to be a chef and you even went to this culinary school. And then you just let it go and you are now just doing, I don't know, working as Sephora, whatever, right? That would be you losing a part of yourself. That would be you kind of not looking at that potential that was already being tapped into and worked on. I feel like this is something you have yet to acknowledge and have yet to take a bold leap towards. Maybe this leap is signing up to that culinary school and starting that process, starting that growth, starting that career. Right? I feel like this is not something you have lost. I feel like it's something that is repressed and hidden inside of you. I don't think it's that hidden anymore because it's coming up to the surface, but it's not being tapped into, and it is going to make you very happy with this Two of Cups. And this Four of Swords, it is something that heals you. It is something that makes you feel more peaceful at the very least. To be honest, I feel like you're just in need of... I keep getting this feeling of like feeling like yourself. Losing yourself, that kind of thing. I feel like you're starting to find yourself, but to find yourself and to be yourself, there are bold moves to make, and those bold moves are really hard ones. It requires a lot of courage. It requires a lot of power and determination and believe in yourself. I feel like that is not an issue. Because I feel like that is what you've been working on. Okay? So this path that you're on, or that you could be on, it is a path that is going to take away the pain of not being respected. It's going to take away maybe the burdens, financial burdens. It's going to take away the unfulfillment. And it's going to replace it with many blessings and a lot of good positive energy with love, excitement, motivation, fulfillment, money, all of those things. Okay? So this is a month to leap. All right? This is a month to leap when it comes to career. Let's get here some advice for you. So we have the wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. And bottom of the deck, we have the vulture spirit with nothing is lost. So the progress that you have made, for example, in Sephora, it's not lost because maybe you have learned how to deal with clients, something that you didn't have before. You have learned, you are now in a manager team or in a manager position. Now you know how to manage a business, how to manage a shop. You know how to do it, right? You've learned things. So the Sephora, and it's a metaphor, but apply Sephora to whatever your current job is or whatever the scenario we're talking about here is. Nothing is lost. You have learned from it. Now turn it into wisdom. And what we do with wisdom is like when you have knowledge, you just know, and sometimes you don't really do much with it. It's the case of school. You learn a lot about, you have a lot of knowledge, right? You gain a lot of knowledge, but you don't necessarily gain a lot of wisdom. Wisdom is things that you can actually act on, and at least in my perception, you can actually act on. You can actually do something with it. It is something that grows you in your spiritual path, while knowledge, it grows you as an individual and grows your intellect and I don't know, just common sense as well. But wisdom is something that also comes from within. And so take away what you've learned at Sephora and turn it into something that you can use. Turn it into a lesson for your spiritual path. Take it as a necessary step in your spiritual journey. But now the next step has come. Okay, and it is time for us to move. So, with that being said, let's get here into love and see what we got going on in that matter of your life. We have Priestess, her being called to step up and lead. And then we have Take a Break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. It's funny because these two cards came out, I think, in different positions in the previous reading. But when it comes to love, what we got going on here, I feel like it is about you understanding that you don't have to stay in the same cycles that you once were if you're dealing with, or if you're used to deal with toxic people, with manipulative people, with cheaters, with players. You don't have to keep on dealing with the same type of people. And that is something that is fairly easy to break depending on the perspective, but to break that, all you got to do is respect yourself. That is fairly easy because like all you got to do is this, but it's not that easy. It can take a little bit of time to grow, and this self-love, it can take a bit of time, but it is a process, and sometimes all we need is that first step, and that is already a big step. And it can be something as simple but powerful as saying no to people that don't align with your dream partner. So in your dream partner, it's not about like, oh, they're going to be this exact profession and they're going to do this exactly. No, it's the qualities that you'd like to have in a partner. Like they're going to be caring. They're going to be gentle. They're going to be sensitive. They're going to be funny. A good sense of humor is really important to me, right? It's finding a list of all those things that are super important, that it's like non-negotiables in your future partner. Things that it's like, you don't have those things, bye, right? One of those things, for example, in my list was emotionally available, because I was dealing with a lot of emotionally unavailable people. So one of the first things on my list was emotionally available. And then whenever I would find someone that was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about commitment. I'm not entirely sure. It's like, oh, okay, well, it was nice to meet you. Have a nice day. And I hope you have the best life ever, right? Because if they're not in a point where they are looking for that, they're certainly looking for other things. And I didn't have the patience for that anymore because my self-respect was more than that, right? So it's having the guts to take that bold step and be like, you know what, I'm going to say no to this. And you're going to feel it in your gut when it's not right. And it can be frightening because maybe there is that feeling of, oh, am I missing out on an opportunity? Maybe, and there's that thing of like, for some people, maybe I could change this person. It's about understanding the path that they're on currently and just embracing it and be like, well, our paths don't align right now, so you're not it right now. Thank you, bye. Right? And you find the person that does align. It takes courage, but a simple step like saying no and making that list and following that list religiously, a simple step like that can make the whole difference. And that is actually like a pretty big and obvious one. For me, one of the most important things was non-smokers. because I really cannot deal with that, with the smell and everything. So it was really frightening to say no to smokers, because my goodness, like my brother-in-law stopped smoking after meeting my sister. How the heck do I know if they're not going to smoke, if they're going to stop smoking with me too? But I just had to be true and loyal to what I was looking for. So nope, smoking, nope, bye. And it was frightening, because what if I'm losing opportunities, right? Stay loyal to what you want. Stay loyal. Stay loyal to yourself. And that is how you break the cycles. And then start building up on that self-love, which I feel like you're already doing. Like taking good care of yourself, treating yourself like you want someone else to treat you. I feel like you're already doing all those things. So you're already halfway there. But we have Justice here. We have the 4 Wands. Heck yeah. And we have the 9 of Swords. There you go. I feel like there's a bit of fear in you of either making the wrong decision, saying no to the wrong people, right? Of being too picky. There is this fear of finding the same type of people. Build on these things that we have talked about. Build on your self-love. Build on understanding your path and understanding that the steps that you are taking are part of this wisdom. You have the knowledge, now you're turning it into wisdom and doing something with it. Doing something with the knowledge. Okay? Because you are a different person. I really feel like that Empress wanted to show up there at the bottom of the deck for a reason. And it was to show us that you are becoming that. And you are doing everything that you need to do. Okay? So use your intellect wisely. It's kind of what we're talking about. And learn from the past. Kind of what we're talking about. So the advice is already pretty clear and straightforward. It's about learning what you want and what you don't want. You can get that from the past. And then with the pig here, you use the past in your favor. All right? And you're not scared of the past anymore. We're making the past a friend. All right? Because you are creating, like this 4 Wands, you are manifesting and attracting someone really, really beautiful. Okay? And maybe this is your confirmation that if you're already dealing with that person, it's like, yeah, it's really good, isn't it? It is safe. Alrighty? So, let's see here your self-care. We have movement, we have hydrate, and we have psychic power. Trust your freaking intuition. Okay? That is going to be the most important thing here. But then we have the most self-care possible things. Move your body, drink water, and you're done. Okay? So, keep these things in mind to keep your body healthy. And then use your intuition, and that will keep your mind and soul healthy. All right? So let's finish this up with some fun things that you can do throughout the month. You can do these alone or with someone else. Totally up to you. But we have over here clubbing or having a little dance party. I love the ones by Madfit. Like, so freaking awesome. We also have bowling. We have karaoke night. Stargazing. Photo shoot. Thrift shopping, and try a new hobby. All right. So feel free to pause the video and screenshot this if you want to keep as a little reminder throughout the month. But this is what I have for you. So thank you so much for being here. I love you very much. I wish you the best. I hope this has resonated and helped somehow. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. The links are going to be down below for that Patreon if you're looking for extra readings for this personalized monthly reading, private readings, merch, my decks. This is one of them. Everything's going to be down below, as well the little coming soon that you may have seen going on around. But that is it. So I love you very much, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.